All right guys, welcome back to the Posh Lab. This week we're working on a very exciting project. We have a brand new 2021 Huracan EVO and Rosso Mars, but what it's in for this week is ceramic tint. We're using XPEL Prime XR Plus. We're going 45%, but before we start the tint process on this, I want to show you the true difference between base tint and ceramic tint. Let's go. All right guys, before we get going with tinting the Huracan EVO, right here I have the XPEL Wow box, and this is the way we show our clients when they come into the Posh Lab the difference between a base tint and XPEL Prime XR Plus ceramic tint. So there's a huge difference. Inside here we have a heat lamp, we have our mini little GT3 RS, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 20-second intervals with the heat lamp on, with the temp gun, and seeing how hot it gets with no tint, with our base tint, and then with the Prime XR Plus. And we're gonna show you the difference because it's truly remarkable, and this is the only way we can show you without giving you our word. So I'll take a quick reading. So right now we are sitting at about 75, right there. And then start the timer for 20, 21, good. And right now we're already at 109. $140. It's getting hot quick. This is just the heat lamp, no tint. Okay. 162. Hot. That's in 20 seconds. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it cool down until we hit about 75 degrees Fahrenheit again, and then we're gonna slide the base tint in and see how hot it gets within 20 seconds. So we'll let it cool down and we'll come right back. So here we have our CS and then the Prime XR Plus. We're gonna slip it in. So here we have our CS, and we'll take a quick reading. We're sitting at about 76, and then start the timer for 20, and go. So we're already at 104, 108, 111, 115, 120, 125. Okay. 132 Fahrenheit. Perfect. Same thing. We're gonna let it cool down, then do another 20-second test. All right, so now our final test, we let it cool down for a little longer than anticipated. So right now it's sitting about 65, it shows 63. So now we're gonna test the Prime XR Plus. Ready? 20 seconds. So we're sitting at 70, I'm sitting at 69, holding. 82, 79. That's 20 seconds, and it only went up 20 degrees Fahrenheit. That's insane. The car's actually cool. So this is the feeling you'll get with using ceramic tint in your vehicle. So this is why it's such a good option. And I've been using ceramic tint in my vehicles for the past couple years, and on long road trips, it's been absolutely amazing. Another benefit with this is when you're using the tint, everyone thinks, oh, the darker it is, the more heat resistance it is. It is not the case. So when you're using Prime XR Plus ceramic tint, it can be at the lightest shade at 70%, and you're still getting 98% heat rejection from that versus the CS, which helps, but it's not even close. So let's go look at the tint board, look at the different shades, and then tint this EVO. So moving on, here are the different shades. Mainly XPEL offers. There's a lot of in-between colors, but this is what we do here, is we have way at the bottom, we have limo, which is 5, and we have 20, 35, 50, and then 70 way up the top. So this board, we're actually showing our base tint, which is CS, but it works the same way for our Prime XR Plus tint. But basically, when people want limo, we always aim around the 50. Your average car or your average SUV will have the back windows tinted to around 20 to 35%. Every manufacturer is a little bit different. So if you're trying to match up the front side windows, we usually recommend about 35, or if you want to go a touch darker, 20% is the way to go. And then 70 way at the top, if you're running Prime XR Plus, it's a perfect option for a windshield tint if it's legal where you're living in the world. But right now we're gonna go with 45%. We don't have it on the board here, but it's just in between these two in Prime XR Plus on this Evo. Let's go. Alright guys, and that's it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I loved going through the tint and showing the differences. Even I was blown away. Like, I knew it was a dramatic difference, but not that much. So now we are finished with the Evo. It looks amazing. Let's take a closer look, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks.